Hey, welcome to this quick little training on the weekly email merge. To do this particular task, you'll need three things. You will need the report card tool for the current term, the weekly email merge file, as well as TotalView School Access. So the top two items are going to be sent to you in the weekly sway, and they're also available in SharePoint. The report card tool is found in SharePoint under the Homeroom Resources folder in the Teacher Resources section. And then the weekly email merge file, there's actually a folder there as well for weekly email merges. Or you can just check out the weekly sway for that information. So I'm going to walk you through how to actually grab the information out of TotalView School, populate the report card tool, and then how to do the weekly email merge in this quick little video. Start with actually looking at the report card tool. So the report card tool that you're going to download from SharePoint basically it looks like this. You're going to see three tabs. One tab that says paste data here, one tab here that says mail merge comments or MM comments, another tab that says output. If you click on these other two tabs, you'll see that mail merge comments is basically a whole bunch of weirdness and then some comment columns here. And then the output tab here is pretty much going to be blank. What we're going to do is we're going to populate these two tabs by grabbing a report out of TotalView School that's updated once a day. So the information is pretty accurate. It may not be 100% accurate, but it's pretty dang accurate. It could be off by about 24 to 48 hours. So what we're going to do is we're going to paste the data in this sheet. To get this report, we're going to log into the TotalView School application. From TotalView School, you're going to choose the Classrooms tab, and you're going to choose Homeroom as your classroom type right here. So we're going to click Homeroom under the Classrooms tab and hit Search. So once you're in the homeroom classroom, you're going to choose Students right here on the right hand side. And now to get the extraction to work, I'm going to click All here. So I'm going to select all the kids, and then I'm going to choose Report Card Export. What this is going to do is it's going to actually download an Excel spreadsheet that contains a whole bunch of information. In order to protect confidentiality for students, this is going to be recorded on video. I've created a temporary file that shows the same idea that we're going to see in this spreadsheet. So it's basically going to have ID numbers on it, names, a whole bunch of numbers up here, all the student names, phone numbers, addresses, and stuff like that. But if you scroll through here, you're going to see grades and courses and stuff like that. But it's kind of hard to tell and to read for your classes. So we've developed this report card tool that we're going to use to actually make it readable for you. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually make sure I'm in cell A1. So make sure that my green box is around cell A1. Now that I'm in here, I'm going to actually hold down my Control key and my A key on my keyboard. So this is Control plus A. That's going to select all the information on this particular spreadsheet. You notice that I'm actually dropped all the way down here to CJ30. On yours, it's probably going to go even farther. It's probably going to go way farther over to the right. So probably you're going to see a really strange column name on the far right side, and you're going to probably have more rows. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this information to my clipboard. So I'm going to right click and choose copy. And I can tell that I'm copying it because I have these little dancing ants that go around the box here, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch back to my report card tool that I grabbed off of SharePoint. And I'm going to go over here to cell A1, making sure that green box is again in cell A1. I'm going to paste this information here. So when I paste, I'm just simply going to right click and choose paste. And the information is going to be pasted into this spreadsheet. Now check it out. I'm going to go over here to the output column, and you're going to see now there's a list of all of the students' names here, right? Here's a list of all the student names. And if I click on the student, it's going to, if I look over here, it keeps scrolling over here to the right-hand side, and click on a student, it's going to provide me their grades. What's really cool is there's formulas in here that I automatically determine the satisfactory progress based upon the school's progress rules. So we'll see here Eduardo, this student here has 4 courses passing, and they're taking 4 courses, which is satisfactory. If I click over here on Alyssa, we'll see Alyssa actually is not passing all of her courses. She's got 2 Fs. And because she has 4 courses, she has to be passing in all but 3. And so in this particular case, she's going to be unsatisfactory. But you can see here it automatically determines based upon the course load the satisfactory and unsatisfactory progress for the student. Okay, so that's what this particular sheet does. Or if you scroll over here to the far left-hand side, there's actually a report card for every single student you have on your list. Just an individual report card for every kid. Okay, or if you scroll to the top and scroll over here to the right, you'll see the list of students here, and you can pick your kids. Okay. Notice that these kids are not in alphabetical order. That's because when I pasted my data here, I didn't alphabetize this data point. I could alphabetize it right now if I wanted to. It's really super easy. If I click on the Data tab and hit Filter, and then choose Student Last Name and choose A to Z, it's now going to alphabetize my name. So if I go back here to Output, now there'll be alphabetical order. Okay, the first names are still not alphabetized. That's because I only sorted by last name. If I go back over here to paste data here again, and I choose this sort button right up here under the Data tab, I can actually say to sort by last name, and then I can add first name. So to add a new level, I just click this Add Level button, and I can choose another level here. So I click OK, and now they're actually sorted first name and last name. Pretty cool, huh? So now that we have this, I'm going to actually save this onto my desktop. So really quickly, let me save this on my desktop really fast. And I find the best thing to do is to date the file. My dating convention is always done by using year, space, month, and day. It's just what I got used to. Whatever works for you. I like putting the date in the front, so that way when I'm looking at a big huge list of files, it's automatically sorted by date. So it's just kind of up to you how you choose to do it. So I've actually saved my file now. Everything is ready to go. Life is going great. Alright, so now that I have my report card export ready to go, my next thing is to do is get ready for my weekly mail merge. So if I go over here to the mail merge comments field, this is going to give me a list of all the students, the number of courses they're taking, the number of courses they're passing, and their unsatisfactory or satisfactory status based upon school rules. If I wanted to give a personalized comment to Alyssa, I could do that by simply going here to comment 1 and putting in something around here. Hey, please give me a call so we can talk about options. And maybe I want to give a personal message here to Destiny. Destiny! Doing great! Great job! So I can actually create a personalized message for each one of the students. If I choose not to do it for a couple and not for all of them, that's fine. You can do up to 3 personalized messages per kid. So once you've got that done, we're going to go ahead and make sure this file is saved again. And I'm going to close this file. So my next step now is to do the weekly email merge. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open up the weekly email merge file that I received from SharePoint. And I'm going to go ahead and grab, I have a sample one here I'm going to grab really quick. When this file opens, the first thing it's going to be asking you to do is it's going to actually ask you to select from mail merge sheet. I'm going to go ahead and choose no for this box. And the reason for that is because I want to reconnect it to my current database. So now that I have that and I said no, I'm going to choose up here mailings. And I'm going to choose select recipients, use existing list. Now what I need to do is go find where I saved that spreadsheet. I saved mine on the desktop. Oops, wrong one. This desktop, that's what I need. And there it is, my 170905 report card file. I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And this is the critical step here. Once you've picked the spreadsheet, you want to make sure you choose the one that's called Mail Merge Sheet, because this is the sheet that contains all the information Excel is going to need to do the email merge, or Word's going to need to do the email merge. So I'm going to choose Mail Merge Sheet and click OK. Once I've done that, I now have connected this template to the mail merge file, and all of the data that I need to do my mail merge is now there. All of the codes are already pre-made for me. The only thing I need to do at this point is I need to say, okay, do I want to use custom comments? And remember, I did put in that one custom comment. So I'm going to put in here a brief message here to my students. I'm going to change this little section to hope you have a great week. And now I want to insert that custom message field. So I'm going to go over here and choose Insert Merge Field. And I'm going to choose, I have to scroll a little bit, but you're going to see a field here that's called Comment 1. So I want to insert Comment 1 because I used Comment 1. And here's the weekly reminders from the school. And then here is the student progress table. And if you keep scrolling down here, we're going to get the grades here as well. So the grades are going to be here in a second. Okay. So now the next step is I want to make sure I am sending it to the right people. So I'm going to choose over here, Edit Recipient List. And here's a list of all the people I'm going to send this to. By default, it's going to try to send it to every single record that's in the spreadsheet, okay? What I want to do now is I want to actually uncheck all of them and only check the boxes that have records in them. Because the spreadsheet is designed to send to more than just the few people I have in my homeroom. So I'm just going to go ahead and uncheck them all and just check each record that I want to send the message to. It just takes a couple seconds to do this. So I've checked all the boxes for the students that I actually have records to. I'm going to click OK. All right. And now if I wanted to preview what it's going to look like, I can click on Preview Results. And now it's going to say, Dear Learning Coach and Student. And here's the student ID number. Hope you have a great week. And then here is the number of courses you are enrolled in. It says 4. Courses you're passing, it says 4. And then it will tell you here what the rules are for satisfactory progress based upon this. And then it will tell you the progress determination. Okay. And these are variable fields. So if a student is unsatisfactory, what it will do is it'll actually change the numbers. So let me go back here and find a kid that's unsatisfactory. So give me a second here. I think it's kid number 3 is unsatisfactory. No, maybe it's student number 4. Somebody was unsatisfactory. I don't remember which one it is. In any case, when this is unsatisfactory, this will change unsat, and the language here will change as well. Okay. And then over here, it will actually show you the actual grades for all the courses and the classes the student is taking, as well as their teachers. The sample file doesn't have teachers loaded. Now that I have all of this there and it's pre-populated, I have my little comments here, right? I have my comment field here because I'm using comment 1. I have all my student information here, right? Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to actually do my mail merge. This is going to be done twice. The first thing you want to make sure you know is you want to make sure you have Microsoft Outlook open at the time you do this merge. Otherwise, the merge will not work. And your school email account needs to be connected to Microsoft Outlook. Okay, so make sure your Outlook is open. Make sure your school email account is connected to Microsoft Outlook. And I'm going to choose Send Email Messages under this Finish and Merge button. I'm going to send them to, I'm going to do this twice. Once to the student email, subject line Weekly Progress. And then I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And then I'm going to do this a second time after it runs. I'm going to come back to this mail merge box and I'm going to choose LC email. Run the exact same thing. So this way I'm actually sending a copy to the student's personal email address and the learning coach's personal email address. And that's it, guys. And we're done with the email merge. You can actually download and populate the report cards tool anytime you want, even if you're not doing the mail merge, to get a copy of your